Good evening, Mep here, Mep Investments. Hope you all had a great day today. It was a real bloodbath here in Wall Street today. Dow Jones down 800, basically to over 2.37%. S&P almost 3% at 127, down. Nasdaq 3.62%, almost 500 points. Russell small cap. It was just a pure bloodbath. Russell down 52.5%, almost. VIX up 14% to 36.45. Um, yeah, pretty much nowhere to hide. I think the bonds were also pretty much, well, right now it's unchanged. Um, but yeah, the bonds have been selling off as well, as interest rates have climbed. They did come down a little bit from that 2% uh, on the 10 year, but they've climbed back up a little bit. So yeah, it's pretty bad out there. I was looking here at Finviz. Basically, Nasdaq's down almost well over 18.5%. I think I saw on TV it was down 20%, which technically calls it a bear market. Anything over 20% is a bear market. We're definitely in correction territory on the Nasdaq. Um, Not correction and bear is more than 20. Correction, I think they classify it as I want to say 10%. Uh, let's see what's considered uh, a stock market correction. So 10%. So we definitely got correction right now, and pretty much all the indexes. Uh, Sorry, I was answering a text here. So yeah, at 10%, and pretty much they're all 10%. Nasdaq 18.6, Russell. The only one that's, well, the Dow Jones probably gonna hit it now too. So here are the futures. They are open. We have the 10-year up a little bit to 178. Uh, the dollar probably hit close to 100 today. Yeah, basically 99.41. So we're basically at almost the highs. The dollar's up. Foreign currencies, for the most part, all of them are down. Well, the, actually, they're mixed. They're a bag of mixed tricks right now. The Aussie is down a little bit. Pound, they are pretty much flat. Bitcoin up 640. I think there was some news today on the cryptos that the Biden administration wants to put some tighter regulations on the coins. So that kind of caused a sell-off. I haven't read into the news, but I think that's what I saw in one of the headlines here in the chat room on the Global News Center here in the TOS program. Um, let's see here. CME suspended approved status for warranting and delivery of 6 brands of gold and silver until further notice. So that's pretty interesting news. Um, Let me see here. I could have sworn that I read something about some crypto news earlier today. So right here, I highlighted for you can see. President to sign crypto order as the industry faces sanctions pressure. So maybe that puts some pressure on the crypto. But Bitcoin is back up 900. Oil trading at 120. Um, and that is putting a lot of financial pain out there right now. Um, and if it continues to stay like this and we don't get a solution to this Ukraine and Russia issue, these higher oil prices will cause problems in the economy, um, in regards to fueling up your vehicles. Um, if you have a 20-gallon tank right now, you have $4, $80 to fill it up. And if you have a bigger tank, more. And if it goes to $5, even more. a 20 gallon tank, you're looking at about $100. So it can get pretty ugly pretty quick if we don't grasp a hold of this energy sector. I mean, obviously the price is up here because of geopolitical tensions and because of the war in Russia and Ukraine. Um, and like if anything were to happen, and and they were to have a peace treaty, or ceasefire, and come to their senses, Putin come to his senses, then you could see a big sell off in the oil market. The S&P is down as we opened. It was down on the day, and now we opened down another 15. Gold up 6 to over 2,000. Uh, Small caps down 8. Nasdaq down 57. Dow Jones down 100. Natural gas to 1480. Silver up 14 to almost 26. VIX pretty flat right now, but it was up huge during the regular session. Wheat up like 50 cents again. Um, they open up at 8, so let's see if they open up today or they limit up the wheat. And the rates are up a little bit. On the trade front, I had 17 trades today. Uh, Basically, what I do here, I roll my Microsoft for another credit because that position didn't look. I had 11 days to that option expire, that put vertical, so I rolled it out and collected another credit of $2.05. I closed out SQM. I sold the put credit spread in FCX. I closed my avocado play. I sold the put credit spread in Tesla. I bought back my short SPY. I bought back my Alcoa long. I hedged with wheat, which I'm getting beat up in wheat right now. I haven't been able to even do anything on my wheat position because it's limit up, so I'm getting some pain there. But if anything were to happen with the news, we can have an instant sell-off. So those are some of the things that happen in these markets. I'm basically trapped right now in that small future. I can handle the size; it's a small one. So I sold some wheat to neutralize my delta. Put credit spreads here. Neo, I did a strangle. I did a straddle and SoFi and Planeteer. I did an iron condor and Bed Bath and Beyond. I bought some futures, and I went long Clove, uh, the stock, via a zebra option play with about a year out because it looked like it was had a lot of call action today. Um, on the stock front, well, I mean, right now everything was pretty red. Yeah, I mean, the best thing to do is looking at these top probably 100 here. Look at the green ones. Bed Bath and Beyond had some activist news. Uh, Camber Energy was up 64%, a small energy play. Planeteer, I did a trade there, up a little bit. Cliffs up a little bit. ExxonMobil up 3. Valley, a miner. Rig, Lucid, car maker. Here's Clover Health Investments up 18. Looked like it had a lot of call action today. Robinhood up a little bit. Mosaic, a fertilizer up. Gold, a miner. Barrick Gold, a miner up. Chevron up. Dana Shipping up. Schlumberger up. Halliburton. Cameco, which is a uranium play. Fuel Cell Energy. Mullen Automotive. So you can see it's a lot of energy. Devon Energy, ChargePoint, which I think is for EVs. Plug, P10 Patterson, First Majestic, a miner. Humana, a miner. Marathon, a oil refiner, oil play. Lockheed Martin Defense, BP Oil, and Newmont Mining, another miner. Right now, tech is becoming unfavored because of the higher interest rates, and that's the rotation that we have right now. But I think you gotta be getting into some of these names here. Obviously, you want to have diversified portfolio in different sectors. You want to be in some energy, obviously, in some miners, um, some banks, uh, some materials, consumer staples, obviously financials. But I mean, tech has been beat up. Can it continue? Sure. But you're going to have one of these days, you're going to have a big turnaround, some whipsaw action. You're going to have some of these names up huge. They're not going anywhere. And you got to be putting some positions in here. There's a lot of stuff that's undervalued here. Um, for example, AMD is undervalued. Um, Facebook is undervalued. Nvidia is getting undervalued. Microsoft is getting undervalued. Um, what else? Square is undervalued. PayPal is undervalued. Snap is undervalued. Twitter is undervalued. So there's a lot of decent names out there in the technology sector that are profitable, and they're big names. So they're starting to get appealing here. Um, some of the oil names are getting extended, in my opinion. Oil may pop to 150. I'm not saying it's not, but if you look at the historical chart, um, obviously it's not going to stay there. It'll come back down. Um, we have all this. We also have geopolitical risk in the price here, so we can get whipped down to the downside too. So right now, in all the here's the 20-year chart. I can throw a study here uh, on the lower level here, throw an RSI, probably eliminate the MACD, but you can see we're an overbought. I mean, it can stay overbought, but usually when they get overbought, it comes back down at some point. You see here overbought, boom, slammed here, boom. That was in 2008. It was at 150 and then slammed down to like, I don't know, let me see what this candle says the low is. Says low of 33. Here a low of 33. So yeah. So it comes a point that demand will slow down because the price is just too high and it'll slow down. What else? I mean, I mean, today was not a good day for me, obviously. As I'm long the market, I manage my portfolio uh, like a 401k, and I'm always trying to rotate and look for value. Um, but when you're long the market and you have a down day like this, anybody who's long the market, 401k, if you have 100 grand in your 401k and the markets are down 3%, you could pretty much open your statement the next day and it'll be down 3%. It's pretty broad based. Um, but stay the course. We're in it for the long haul. Um, it's very important that you learn the options game because it also gives you the ability to manage your money more capital efficient. Stocks are capital intensive, um, and your edge is the volatility. Um, you always want to get into positions by lowering your cost basis, and that's what options do. You ever talk to anybody and tell you, "Oh yeah," and what you ask anybody as in the financial industry or investing world, and you ask them, "Hey, what stock do you like?" and they'll say they'll spit out whatever. Twitter, let's say oh, I like it at this price here. Let's say 30. Let's see what Twitter's at. Oh, my computer is dragging. Twitter. So here we go. So Twitter's at $32, but 100 shares of Twitter is gonna cost you $3,200, right? So it was down a buck today. The right thing to do is sell a position here, for example, about 38 days. I actually have a zebra on Twitter because when I got in, um, the volatility was low. It's probably picked up as it's come down. It's at 47 right now. So if you wanted to own Twitter, the smarter way would be, okay, let me put a trade on with a higher probability to enter into this position. Let me not just buy the stock outright. Let me set myself up and lower my cost basis on Twitter. I was trying to put it up here for illustration purposes. You can see it better here. So, you want to do a short put a put credit spread here, which is a short put vertical, right? And you want to go out, for example, 38 days would be the monthlies, right? And I don't know why my thing has been all off center today. Let me see something here. Go. I don't know why it's kind of weird today, this thing. I'm gonna have to reset it later. But let's say you were to sell, let's say it's 32.42, right? And you sell the 30 put and buy the 25, you got a 71 probability of success. You're selling a put. If it gets put to you, you're gonna own this stock for 30 minus 66 cents for, let's say. So you're gonna own it for 29.50 as opposed to 32.42. And if it doesn't get to this price and you bought it with protection, let's say, then if you didn't, let's say if you didn't buy without any protection, you would collect the $76, for example. Well, this is 18 days out. Let's go 38 days out. So here you could collect the dollar with the 66 probability of profit. So you own the stock at 29 and it gets assigned to you. Now, if you were to do it naked without this right here, just selling this put, you keep $136 if it doesn't get down to 30, and you do it again the next month and the next month. So that's the way you should try and become an owner of stock if you wanted to buy 100 shares of the stock. Remember, one contract is 100 shares of stock. So I hope that helps. I think there's some deals out there. I think we're getting to a decent level on, especially on tech. There's some deals out there. When you look at them, they're getting undervalued. Can they get more discounted? Sure, absolutely. Um, I'm not calling tops or bottoms here. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the long haul. And over the long haul, the market goes up. So, anyways, I hope you like this video. Share it, subscribe it, comment below. I'll try and do some other ones. I gotta take my kid to soccer practice now. I'll try and do another one later tonight when I come back and look at the futures there tonight. But remember, learn these strategies here. All these strategies: put vertical, call vertical, strangle, straddle, iron condor, broken wing butterflies, J lizards, calendar spreads. Learn how to sell them, learn how to buy them, learn how to hedge your portfolio if you feel like hedging it. Um, because the future is in your hands. You can learn this stuff and take control of your own retirement. Don't depend on other people. Don't depend on 401ks. That's great. You can dollar cost average into your 401k, especially if they match. I highly recommend that. It's free money. But you can do this. You can study. Here at Tasty Works, they have great education, and also here in the TD Ameritrade network, you can also learn some stuff. Anyways, have a good night. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.